the Jackson Pass.
Open today.
It's supposed to open today. It hasn't officially opened yet, but it's going to open. And so, yeah, just be cautious going through there. It's not really going to change your driving because it's going to be slowed to 20 right there around that construction area. But other than that, you're typically going slow anyway, so it's going to bring some normality back to life.
All right, great news. And what's this new, or go ahead, Josh.
No, I was just going to say I want to ask that question too. But there's one lady, and I cannot remember her title, but she's from Jackson. She wrote a whole editorial about kind of the safety of that. And I know there's been rebuttals, kind of a big conversation going on regarding the reopening of that. She felt like it might have been too rushed, may not be safe. That's a lot of fear around it. All the engineers are like, we've done all of our testing. We're going to continue to do testing. It was, groundwater was the issue that caused all this. We're checking on that regularly. And they've got a bunch of new tests and new equipment that they've kind of put in to kind of keep that safe. If you're one of the first 1,000 people going across that thing, how's that feel inside?
I think you're going to be okay. I agree with this. I know that they had all kinds of engineers from the Wyoming side up there. They actually reached out the Idaho Transportation Department. Our engineers were up there. Our Idaho Transportation Department employees done all kinds of things to help move that project along to get it opened up. So if you see one of those ladies and gentlemen out in the public, go up, shake their hand, tell them thanks for getting that reopened for us.
They did it fast.
3-week window. That's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard at one point they were lifting that soil 10 feet in 24 hours and getting the compaction rate they needed.
Wow. All right, we've got all the lines lit up. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
This is Joe.
Joe, what's up?
Oh, I got like 3 questions.
Oh,
They're all
jeez,
kind of
Joe. 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tune in to the Joe Show.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Joe Show.
So the first one is a little less related, but I've heard rumor that you do not have to take a driving course to get your driver's license. Is that true, or is that just a rumor?
Only if you're a 1J driver.
Yeah, right.
I believe if you reach a certain age, I believe it's 21 or older, and you have some drive. And I don't know. I'd have to look that up, but you do have to take the test, and there is an age limit in there where it says you don't have to go through the driving course where you go and drive every week and stuff like that, but you still have to pass the final test where you get in with a certified driving instructor and they ride around town with you.
So that might explain people like stopping in the roundabouts and stuff.
No, that's just not paying attention in school while driving or anything else that pertains to life.
And they don't listen to this show. It's easy. You look to the left and it's clear you go.
Gas it.
Yeah.
Drive like Josh on whatever video game he's playing last night.
Yeah. Josh will show you how on Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. I'm a Fortniter.
Hit the boost.
All right, Joe, your next question.
So this one's on to CDL. What makes a truck require a CDL? If the door says 26,000,
the truck never does have to have a CDL, but the driver in the truck does.
Right. So, but I guess right. The truck is just a truck.
What makes it a commercial vehicle for the driver is anything 26,000 pounds or over, or it's working in commerce. You're doing it for financial gain.
So if it weighs less than 26,000 and it's got 26,000 on the door, but its gross vehicle weight is over 26,000, like its weight rating, it's capable of more than 26,000 and thus would be registered as, a 50,000 pound vehicle or something.
That'd be commercial vehicle if it's in commerce. Now, we get stuck on that 26,000 pounds, but this is the killer one that I see all the time that boggles my mind. You see all these landscaping companies that have a 1,500 pickup with a little trailer and a lawnmower, and once they put any kind of extra gas in the trailer or in the pickup, they've just become a commercial vehicle. So you got to be cautious and really know all the rules and regulations of the game.
So, and what is the penalty of driving a commercial vehicle if you don't have a CDL?
Life imprisonment.
That seems a bit steep.
No, it's a federal offense, right? So I don't know exactly what the punishment is. We could look that up, but yeah, it comes under the feds guidelines, and so
Got it. So
if you were cited state-wise, it would be failure to purchase a driver's license, just as if you were riding a motorcycle without a motorcycle endorsement.
Got it. And then last question, getting a CDL, I have heard that it has changed. You used to be able to just go take a test, and I've heard that now you have to go through a course. Is
All
that
right. Listen, buddy.
well?
Joe, you've asked all these questions like you're a truck driver. Oh, and by the way, I've never done it in my life. No, it has changed, Joe, and that's a good question. Here, a couple of years ago, it went away from just going in, taking the test, and being certified. Now, to get your CDL, you have to go through an online course and then be checked off in a driving test, just like you would for a motorized vehicle, passenger car. Yep.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you, Joe. Hope you have a great weekend.
I guess that pretty much wraps it up.
Yep, show's over.
Yeah, that's the end of the Joe show. So.
You have an awesome weekend, man.
Thank you. See you guys.
See ya. K-Bear. Oh, how dare you? Hi, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Who's this?
This is Tom.
Tom?
Yes.
What up, man? What do you want to know?
Are you shy?
No. So I've got a question. I know it's probably a frequent question that most people don't ask with the holidays coming up. What is the truck bed rule? I know there's going to be a lot of people camping, wanting to go see fireworks shows and what have you. What's the actual truck bed law for, like, passengers in the bed of the truck for Idaho?
Yeah, we don't have a law that says you can't be in there, but common sense would tell you if they are, have them sit down so they don't fall out. Don't participate in the consumption of an alcoholic beverage prior to that, because dumb mistakes are made at that point, especially if you're the driver. But yeah, unfortunately in Idaho, yeah, you can ride back there and there's no penalty for that, but just use some common sense.
Right. And then there's no age restriction to that whatsoever either, right? Obviously, unless they are young enough to need to be in a restrained seat.
Yeah,
right?
if they're in a car seat, they need to be in a car seat. Put somebody else that's less valuable out in the bed of the truck and put the kids inside.
Yeah. No ratchet straps and car seats in the bed of the truck.
Nope.
That's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah.
But as soon as they're able to be out of that car seat, you can just chuck them in the back. It's not a problem in Idaho at all.
Put them on the school bus.
Exactly. Yeah. No seatbelts there either. Don't worry about it.
Right on. Yeah, I wanted that to be public knowledge out there. I know I'm an Idaho native, but I know there's a lot of people coming from out of Idaho, and
I know
you go camping and you got your kids in the back that are 10, 11 years old and they have a panic attack. I'm going to call the law on you.
Those guys moving here from North Dakota. Yeah.
Now listen. Listen, Tom, we understand safety of children in Idaho. All right. You can put them in the back of the truck. You can put them on a bus with no seatbelt. They don't need to wear a helmet when they're 18. But don't let them go to the library. Oh! Keep them away from those evil words.
Knowledge. Leave them away from the books, but put them in the bed of the truck.
That's right. It's fine. It's fine to put them in the back of the truck. No helmet.
Yeah.
Don't ride in the back of the truck, people. I think it's a bad idea.
I think the one that gets most people is they're allowed to drive tractors.
Kids can drive tractors?
Yeah.
But they can't go to the library? Problem,
America.
It's not necessarily the problem with the library. The problem is the stuff that you write that they have to read at the library.
I do write some vile material.
My secondary question.
Okay, Joe.
Everybody just ask as many questions as you want.
The Tom Show.
Is pertaining to side-by-sides. I hear a rumor that there's now going to be restrictions towards licensing for having a side-by-side if you're in the Forest Service area and what have you.
Oh, we've always had, when you say restrictions, what do you mean by that? Because we've always had the rule that you have to have it registered and, so with an off-road sticker.
Yeah, you got to have the off-road sticker, your plate, what have you. But I heard it's going to be more restricted rather than 16 in the driver's license. Is that true, or is that just a wide tale out there and win?
I haven't heard anything about that, but that doesn't mean it's not in the making. So that's something I can check on.
Okay.
Are children allowed to ride
Tune
four-wheelers?
in.
Four-wheelers and side-by-sides?
Yeah, if you're up not on a public roadway and in a campsite, they can ride a four-wheeler and have fun, and they do have to have a helmet on.
Oh, they do have to have a helmet.
Mm-hmm. The only time they wouldn't have to have a helmet on is if you're on your own private property. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you own a piece of property, like your yard, you had a kid under the age of 18 running around on his four-wheeler, he wouldn't have to have a helmet on your property. But if he goes to public access land or on public roadways, then dirt roads, logging roads, anything like that open to the public, then he'd have to have a helmet on.
I'd feel bad for any kid that their four-wheeler track was my yard. It's pretty small.
It's small.
It'd be so
It's
boring.
mostly deck.
Exactly. It'd be so boring. Back and forth. Back and forth.
Yeah.
Come and turn me around, Dad.
Exactly. There's no room to turn around.
Revving the motor.
They get really good at driving in reverse. All right, man. Appreciate the call today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, have a good one. 208-535-1015, the number to call for Traffic School powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
This is TJ.
TJ, what's up, man?
Hey, so I was just listening. You guys were talking about how CDLs for, once it becomes like monetary gain kind of thing. How does that apply to technicians, like plumbers, electricians, that kind of stuff?
Well, it'd be the same thing. Usually they're driving like a work van or a pickup truck or things of that nature that are not over the 26,000 pound weight limit. But if you're over that, I would assume, and you're in monetary gain, you're still, if you're over 26,000 pounds, you're a commercial vehicle because you're going out to work for money. Now, semi-trucks, they could argue that right now because they're not making anything.
You call this commerce?
Right on. Appreciate you.
Hey, good question, man. Have a good one. Okay, quickly, even though we got tons of callers, you mentioned a new salvage law for vehicles. I don't know if you've seen my truck, but I'm sick of these gas prices. How long does a vehicle need to sit on the side of the road before I can take it?
Before it gets crushed. Yeah. So what's happening is on the new salvage law, it used to be anything under $750, we'd mark it, and then we'd have to put out notifications to lien holders and title owners and all that and let them know, we have your vehicle, we believe it's under $750. Then after that, the tow company or whoever had it could just do whatever they wanted with that vehicle. If they had the talent to fix it and say it needed a new transmission, they could put a new transmission in it and sell it, whatever. The new law says this. If it's under $750 worth of damage, it has to be crushed or sold for parts. It can't be rebuilt and put back on the roadway.
Oh, all right. I might have had an easier time getting one of my vehicles back a couple years ago with that particular law in place.
Oh my gosh!
Because man, that tow truck driver, he certainly did want to, weasel me out of that vehicle, didn't he?
We just talked about petty things yesterday, Victor. That's another one for you.
It's not petty. It's not petty.
What's your counselor said on that? Are you doing better?
I actually don't bring up that issue with him. That's one that I just let fester inside of me. And anytime I hear the word tow truck, then I just unleash. Yeah, you won't have to pay for the tow if you just let me keep it. Oh, yeah? Yeah, but it took me 10 years to get it about 2 miles down the road. That'll be thousands of dollars, or let me keep it. Oh, I hate that guy. Okay, we can go to callers now. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates.
Hey,
Hey, you don't need to yell at Victor.
How many questions do you have?
What do you drive a tow truck or something? I'm sorry.
My my question's on motorcycle endorsements. Does Idaho have an engine restriction on the endorsement?
To be licensed as a motorcycle, it's got to be over 49 cc's. So I would say anything under that, you're probably good without a motorcycle endorsement. But anything 49 cc's or greater, it's considered a motorized motorcycle.
Okay. But is there like a restriction on the endorsement? Because I know, like south of us down in Utah, if you test on something 650 or smaller, you can only ride a 650 or smaller.
Nope, not in Idaho. But what's nice about that is if you do have like a Harley Ultra Glide and you go to take the roads test, you can show up on the smallest bike possible, pass it on the smallest bike possible, and then you're allowed to ride your Harley Ultra Glide. So.
Yeah, there was a guy in my class when I was doing my endorsement, and I'm on a 650, and he was on a big Harley, and he failed because he doing those tight turns put his foot down too many times, and and so they bonked him out, which was too bad because that's the bike he's going to ride, and he's going to have to do that agility in real life on that bike, and wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, that's why they switched it down in Utah. They had people taking the test on little 100cc mopeds and then buying these big motorcycles and not able to actually ride them. I watched my neighbor trying to teach someone. They popped the clutch too soon on a big old 1,300cc bike, and it wheelied into the side of the house and went up the house, and a big old black tire marked up the siding. And
jeez.
So it was good watching, but I just didn't know if Idaho had anything like that or not.
No, when I went and took mine, I tried to get one of those kick-through mopeds to ride. But nobody loaned me one.
Little Razor scooter. All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks, man. Have a good one. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Who's this?
This is Brian.
Brian, what's up, man?
So we were cruising to American Falls last week. My wife had a question that I couldn't really answer.
Did you know that used to be a crime-free zone down there?
American Falls?
Yeah. American Falls. I was stationed there from 96 to 98, so yeah, that was a crime-free zone then.
Was your wife's question, why would anybody live here?
No, she grew up there.
Sorry, American Falls.
Now
I'm just playing,
now
American
you just
Falls.
offended somebody else.
I'm just playing. Come on.
Oh, your wife's from there?
Her question was, if you're cruising down the interstate, can you be pulled over and cited by an officer that's outside of their jurisdiction? So, like coming through Hell's Half Acre into Blackfoot, can you be pulled over and cited by a Fort Hall officer?
Not necessarily a Fort Hall officer. Now, if that was to happen while you're still on the reservation and you're leaving and they're in fresh pursuit, absolutely. Now, what becomes kind of interesting is if somebody may be sworn to be deputized in multiple areas, that's something, but they really stay away from it. They frown on it. But what confuses people is, for a perfect example, here in Idaho Falls, the city limits, I-15, Highway 20 is in the city limits in the area of the city, so they can enforce law there. When you go up to Rigby, US 20 goes through the city of Rigby. They can enforce law there. So, yeah, if they're out on something like that, they can enforce the law while they're there.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, before you go, I wanted to let you know that area you mentioned out near the rest area, Peaches would prefer if you call that Hex Half Acre.
I was about to say that. Thank you.
All right, my problem. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
You
man.
guys have a good one.
Peace. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School. Who's this?
Hello, it's Tyler. How you doing?
Doing great. What's up?
Hey, Sergeant Crain.
Yes.
Is
calling
it
me out.
against the law not to wear your seatbelt in a moving car?
It's against the law to just be sitting in it when it's not moving on a public roadway. Can you believe that? But it is a secondary offense, so you've got to violate a primary offense before you can be stopped and a secondary offense can be enforced.
Okay.
Unless you're in Burley, and then they will make up a second offense after they pull you over for no seatbelt.
First offense. You gotta get that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure you were speeding. Why is the first thing you asked me, why aren't you wearing your seatbelt?
Because you failed your attitude test.
Probably. I was on my way to work and they made me late. I was very grumpy.
No,
People need their cigarettes.
That's right. I'm trying to serve the good folks of Burley. All right. You got people that live up in the hills out there that don't even have electricity and they need to get, the 10 can rolls of chew.
I know.
All right?
I know nobody told you this when you were working there, but convenience stores sell those things too.
Mine was the most convenient. It had a drive-through. Oh, okay. Thank you, caller. Hope you have a good
You
one.
want 3 years off your life? Yes, I'll get you a couple cans.
You like having a jaw?
That reminded me. I had a question because I talked about dogs yesterday. I was talking about service animals. When I ran that store, people would bring their dogs in, and people's dogs would, make a mess on the floor sometimes, and it was infuriating to me because it was carpet, and they never clean it up. It would just become my job. So I put a sign up on the door, no pets allowed, and people would get mad and say, you're refusing service to me because of my service animal. And I'd be like, well, we have a drive-through that you could drive over here, and I will gladly get you anything you want out of this store. Was I breaking the law?
Unfortunately.
By not letting them walk inside?
If it's a certified emotional animal.
They didn't they got to have some paperwork, right?
Yep.
Not just, I need my dog
But
with
this
me.
is the kicker on that. You can't, a lot of places, their policies say you can't request to see it.
What?
Yeah, like hotels and stuff, you can't request to see that paperwork.
So I can bring my cat anywhere I want.
My wife has this snake that is a man-eater. Right?
Josh is all confused.
Yeah, and she threatens to be like, I'm going to take this as my emotional support animal on the plane and stuff,
Well,
So,
if you don't have to show paperwork.
well, on the plane you probably do, but take how comfortable would you feel with that sitting next to you?
Somebody should make a movie about snakes on a plane.
Somebody should.
Yeah.
That would be a great movie, I think. It has a good ring to it. Snakes on a
I think
plane.
you get Samuel L. Jackson in it.
I would be on the wing hanging on for dear life.
All right, everybody. It's Traffic School, powered by the Advocates, and I think it ended up being a pretty good show. And most people were fine with going to the drive-thru. I didn't actually boot people out of the store.
Yeah.
But I did get...
What's your phrase from yesterday? Get out! The whole thing.
Do you ever get calls where people are reporting paranormal activity? Do you guys ever deal with that?
We're the number one in UFO sightings.
I know. Idaho State Police, number one for reporting UFO sightings. But what about ghosts? Anybody ever call you and need you guys to come check out a ghost?
We get called all the time saying, hey, somebody's in my house. We get there, we don't find anybody. Maybe those are ghosts.
Okay, because I just wanted to let you guys know if you need for training and such. We had a caller yesterday who told us how you get rid of ghosts. He cleared them out of the Civic Auditorium in Idaho Falls. All you have to do is yell at them, get out, get out, and they'll leave. So, I've had a lot of people who called with their paranormal experiences after that, and I just want to let everybody know it's simple.
Get
simple
out.
to just get out.
Maybe we ought to start trying to use that when we get called to trespassers.
Get out! Lieutenant Crain just likes us so much, he's still hanging out. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Melaleuca Freedom Celebration. We're less than a week away, Lieutenant Crain. My goodness, I cannot wait. But people need to prepare. They need to prepare because there's going to be a lot of people around.
What's your best theory on how to do that?
My best theory is to go to freedomcelebration.com because that's where you can see the event map and parking. News, photos, videos, schedule, information on Riverfest, and more. Now,
I feel like sending you 1995.
I could use it. I'll take 5. So, over the years, all of the officials involved with the event organizers, local law enforcement and such, have worked on the traffic flow as far as leaving the event goes. Now, I highly recommend people take a look at the parking maps and such before attending and then paying attention to the routing that's been set up on the way out and being respectful of one another and obeying, the people who are guiding you on your way out. There may be unexpected roads that you would think would be open that are not going to be open, or they're only open in one direction. What some of the general issues that you see happening as far as people, making this difficult for everybody else?
Exactly what you just said. Failure to pre-plan, right? If you want to have a successful trip where you get down, you see the fireworks, You enjoy yourself, you enjoy your family, and then you leave and have high blood pressure and a possible heart attack or stroke because you can't get out of there. It's because you didn't pre-plan. Because we can evacuate that traffic on average about an hour and 20 minutes with the traffic plan that we have in place. Now, that's pretty quick for the amount of traffic or vehicles that are in there. With that being said, the most important thing you can do is go out to your website, look at where you want to be after the fireworks, and then determine where you park before by what the exit strategy is for that parking lot.
I know a lot of people will try to get the closest parking spot to the inside of Riverfest. And boy, I'll tell you, Victor Wilt walks a long ways to get into that place.
You do. Every year.
Every year. I hoof it a long ways because I learned one year if I wanted to get out a little bit earlier, get some steps in, get a little bit of exercise heading into the event because I'm there all day.
Well, common sense tells you if you're the closest one to the event, you're the last one out, right? No matter how early you showed up. It's not, I got there the earliest, I leave the earliest. It's, I got there the earliest, I leave the latest.
Yeah, it's like when you go to USANA in Salt Lake. Yeah. You park by the exit to the parking lot and walk as far as it takes unless you want to spend all night sitting in parking. So plan ahead. I mean, if you don't mind being patient on your way out, because it is going to take some time, you can always tune into one of our radio stations. We've got a great 4th of July playlist set up on Classy to keep you in the spirit on your way home to set off fireworks. And we've got...
To make your neighbors mad like Victor?
Now, that's what you listen to K-Bear if you want to do that. But if you want to, be having a festive 4th party, Josh and I worked for hours and hours and hours the last few days. Relentless on setting up the music on Classy for the 4th of July. So, if you're ready to dance, Lieutenant Crain, if you're ready to shake your booty, we've got the ultimate playlist for you on Classy. It's going to be upbeat and fun and festive.
Awesome.
So... yeah, everybody just remember patience, be safe on the 4th. When you're setting off fireworks, be responsible. Don't set them off next to the dry field. Illegal fireworks, not allowed in many areas.
Common sense, all areas of Idaho, illegal fireworks are not allowed. Use some common sense.
Yeah, common sense is really what it ultimately comes down to. Have buckets of water nearby.
Or a garden hose.
Garden hose.
With a nozzle with the valve shut off, right?
Absolutely.
I do have a video of Victor lighting a firework upside down last year.
Was it safe and sane, or should I get out my ticket book?
I'm just messing.
I was like, what? I don't remember this. I only use safe and sane fireworks because
of course.
That's my motto. That's like, that's how I live my life. Safe and sane.
He just reads the crazy books.
Yeah, exactly.
Dreams.
Mm-hmm. Traffic School is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To get more info on the show or to contact us, hit up our website, riverbendmediagroup.com.